All right, all right. Hello, everybody. Welcome. We're streaming live on Facebook and on all the social media. Welcome. If you're joining us, share the post. Hello, everyone around the world. Welcome to Pitch Your Heart Out. And let's see some X's and snaps. See some X's and snaps. Woo! All right, all right. Welcome, everyone. Tonight is a very, very special night. We have Impact Junkies from all around the globe joining us live, and you're going to hear from some Impact Junkies who've been working. Let's see some X's. Big, hairy, audacious goals, and working on taking action. They're taking action. We say do more with what you've been given, start something that changes lives, and that's exactly what they've done. So welcome to the Impact Junkie Show, Pitch Your Heart Out, where entrepreneurs are tackling the BHAPs, the biggest, hairiest, most audacious problems in the world. And these entrepreneurs have been challenged to develop solutions that impact lives, not just sound like a good idea, but they've been doing a lot of work digging into the problems, trying to understand the needs of those who they love, who they serve. It starts with you understanding your passion, purpose, and calling, and then love people, go places, change lives, how to better understand the problem, then how to launch and experiment and pivot quickly. So tonight, you're going to be hearing real stories from Belize, from Honduras, from the United States, including U.S. military soldiers. This is going to be a very powerful, powerful night, as always. And these Impact Junkies have worked so hard. So let's give them some snaps and X's. We got to get warmed up because we're going to be doing that a lot tonight. Yeah, let's see some X's in the chat, or you can throw up your snaps. Love it, love it. And the biggest part of tonight is you. It's you who are watching. This is an interactive experience. This is not just watching someone else give their pitch and you're sitting back passively, but you are engaging. Impact Junkie is about the Impact Junkies. It's all about you, the people who are making Impact Junkie happen, people who raise their hand and say, I want to do more with what I've been given, and I'm ready to take action. I'm tired of being just frustrated. I want to take action. So your feedback tonight is so important. And hopefully tonight you'll connect with one of these junkies and you'll want to work on their project with them, or maybe you have something you're working on beside them or whatnot. But tonight specifically, you're going to be giving feedback after every pitch. So we're going to have a pitch. You're going to hear their pitch, and then you're going to have a minute. You have to go really fast. We typically do this, I like, I wish, what if. If you've gone through our program, any of our sessions, you know how we do. We'll probably just focus on the what if tonight. So you're going to have 1 minute to share a what if, to respond to what you heard in the pitch, to what they've been working on, the idea that they're trying to tackle, the big hairy problem they're trying to work on. And you're going to give them immediate feedback. And that is so helpful tonight. That's what this session is all about. So we have folks joining us live here in the Zoom. If you're a member, you've got the link, you're here. You may be watching on social media. Go ahead and jump in, share the post, share it. Let's get into it. You can start changing lives right now. Be part of the solution. And if you're interested in pitching your idea, maybe being featured on one of these Pitch Your Heart Out events, get your name on the next cohort list. Go to impactjunkie.co/course, impactjunkie.co/course, and you can put your name in, be on the list for the very next program, and take action. Stop being frustrated. Stop saying somebody oughta, shoulda, woulda, coulda. But you can be the solution and learn how to do it the right way to bring sustainable change to the biggest, hairiest, most audacious problems. All right, so we're gonna get started tonight. We got some awesome IJs here in the room, and we're spreading across multiple countries. And tonight we're starting in Honduras. We're going down to Central America, and we're gonna be hearing from Jessica Casco. So lean up, lean close, pay attention, watch really close. Here we go. This is our very first pitch for tonight, Jessica Casco. Get ready to share your thoughts.
Hello, my name is Jessica Casco. I'm from Tegucigalpa, Honduras. When I was 6 years old, my father died. My father belonged to the Air Force from Honduras. He died in August 14, 1986 in the airplane Lockheed C-130556 accident near Wampusirpi. Gracias a Dios, that accident left 59 deaths. That changed my life completely. Another frustration is because I have diabetes and I don't have a master's degree, so no company from Honduras want to hire me to work because they make health screening. My religion is Catholic. I belong to a group in our church where we love to help others. We serve food to senior citizens who belong to the surroundings of the church that they don't have a family that take cares of them, and they attend to our church. Belonging to this group is where they have taught me that I always need to think first in the needs of others, always help others. When I studied architecture, one of my professors always told us to think in the relatives of the patients from outside the big cities. When we design hospitals, because they don't have enough money to pay a room, this is a big problem in our public hospitals. But prior it's into the construction and health sector, I want to help families that come from small towns outside from Tegucigalpa that they have a family member hospitalized and they do not have a shelter to sleep and they have to sleep in the halls, benches, and sidewalks of the public hospitals. There are several plot of lands that we can buy or rent and build a shelter. I want to include a minimal to have a profit to pay bills and give money back to investors. This way we can help these families. The plot of lands are not near the public hospitals. I'm proposing to buy a minivan so we can transport the families we are going to help. I have a plot of land that is located in an area of a lot of commerce in Tegucigalpa. It has 3,825 square meters. We can divide the project in three phases. We can start building in an area of 1,560 square meters. In the first floor, there are going to be 11 stores with bathrooms, with an area of 38 square meters. Also, it will include public bathrooms. We can rent the stores for a minimum price of $600 so that they can be rented fast. The 11 stores will be receiving $6,600 monthly. On the second floor, it will be for the families that need shelter. There will be 11 rooms. In the project, we can build as many levels as needed for a price of $270,000 per floor. I can modify the project as required. The rooms will include six bunk beds, a kitchenette, a dining room, and a bathroom. The idea is that every room includes their furniture. The price for phase one of the project would be for $700,000. Phase two, another 1,560 square meters will be $1,400,000. In phase three, the price of the parking lot. This price will depend on the plot of land that we acquire. I hope we can get investors and donations so we can help these families that need shelters. I hope you can help me make this project come true. Thank you.
All right. Wow. Let's give a big hand, right? Let's give some snaps to Jessica. Let's give some snaps and X's to Jessica. Awesome job from Honduras. All right. So now this is your part. We need you to share your comments right now. You heard her pitch all the way from Honduras. Let's share some what ifs in the chat right now. What if? What do you think? Give her some quick feedback. You've got 1 minute. Go quickly, go quickly, go quickly. Share some feedback. What if? Post it in the chat right now. Your feedback's going around the world. share connections, ideas, what feedback, what else would you like to see? I love it. Great. All right, Jessica, if you can unmute, we're gonna give you just a few moments here to respond. Just do like a 30-second response.
Okay.
Hey, Jessica, go ahead and if you want to just unmute and go ahead and give us your quick 30-second response, go ahead and share your thoughts.
Okay, thank you very much for this opportunity, okay? So I'm hoping to make changes on this project so we can help those families that need those shelters, okay? So I have read the comments and I'm open to, if you're interested, you can get in touch with me and we can work on this project.
Awesome.
Perfect. And can you share your
Awesome.
email and your contact information in the chat bar so we can make sure that we connect with you and get those that are interested to be connected?
Oh yeah, of course.
And feel free to share anything that you really liked about the pitch as well. I know we talked about the what if, but go ahead and share some things that really stood out to you that you would love to see more of, or it really sparked your interest as well.
How's my audio? Is that better? Yes. All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming to you live. Thank you, Jessica. Let's give one more round of snaps and X's to Jessica coming in from Honduras, representing strong. Keep the feedback coming in. I see it still coming in the chat. That's awesome. And we are going to go to our very next Impact Junkie, Caitlyn Tillett, all the way from Belmopan, Belize, an artist and animator who it's just a wonderful journey. I'm so glad we've been able to be connected. And let's pay close attention. Here comes Caitlyn from Belmopan, Belize.
Hi, everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Hi.
Can you hear?
Yes, we're gonna play your pitch, and then we'll give you a moment to respond. Sound good?
Yep. Sorry about that.
That sounds great. All right, here we go.
Hi. My name is Caitlyn Tillett. I'm 19 years old and I'm from Belize. I can't remember a time in my life when I didn't love art and animation. And after many years and many ups and downs, I've officially decided to become an animator. A lot of the reasons why I struggled to come to grips with the fact that I really did want to work in the animation industry had to do with the fact that art is a particularly difficult career to pursue in my country. Don't get me wrong, I live in an amazing country with an overabundance of talent, but we're also a very small country. There isn't nearly enough resources being provided for Belizeans who are interested in pursuing art as a career. There are almost no scholarships available to students who want to study art, and there also isn't a set platform for promoting Belizean artists. Because of these reasons, most Belizeans like me, who consider ourselves to be artists, opt for a different career, usually one seen as being more profitable or respectable. Before I decided to study animation, I had my heart set on becoming a lawyer. Luckily for me, I have family and friends that support my dreams. I understand that most people don't have that kind of support system, so I decided to make one. After several long weeks of planning, I finally launched an Instagram page dedicated to promoting Belizean artwork. I just started it yesterday, and I've already noticed this tiny push of encouragement from my community. Every artist I've talked to has expressed actual gratitude towards me for making this page. And while it's still only a day old, I think it has so much potential. I've contacted other people who have run Belizean Instagram pages for years who said they would be happy to help me promote it. And by doing that, they're also promoting Belizean artists. Of course, the page still has quite a ways to go, but I'm so glad I made it, and I can't wait to see what it does for the greater Belizean art community. Thank you.
All right, awesome. Let's give some snaps and X's to Caitlyn all the way from Belize. Awesome, awesome. All right, this is your moment. Let's share some what ifs in the chat. What ifs? Share some of your ideas for Caitlyn. Give her some real-time feedback. I love it. I love it. We got some big thinkers here. Keep the comments coming in. Love it. Caitlyn's taking action. I see some connections happening too. Awesome, awesome. All right, Caitlyn, give us some of your thoughts. Give us some of your thoughts from the experience.
Everybody has such good ideas. I love a lot of people. Well, thank you first off for all the good feedback. Thank you so much, everybody. Whew. And everybody has such good ideas. A lot of people are saying that it'd be a good idea if you could purchase the artwork from the artists, like straight through like the page itself. And it's like, that's such a good idea. Cause like, I've only been like, I mean, I just started yesterday, but like it's just like links to like their art page or like their store. Like, you know, you can find them online, but like, maybe I should like figure out how you could just see like the page. You could see it on like my page and then you could immediately like purchase it. Like almost like the page is like an online store itself. I don't know.
I love it. I love it. Caitlyn, I love it. I love the transformation you've gone through. Even first joining in, you're like, I'm not so sure. I'm not very comfortable putting myself out there. And look at you taking action, and you've got it out there. You planted a flag. You said, let's do this. And now look at you, your brain can't even shut off. I love it. I love it. So great to see your story unfold. And we'll share the contact info if you want to get involved in Caitlyn and get involved in this movement in Belize. You definitely need to connect, plug in with Caitlyn. Awesome. Snaps and X's all around. Woo-hoo. Awesome. All right, we're going to go right on next. We're moving. We're moving. This is such a powerful story and so diverse. I love how we're going from one impact junkie to the next and how beautiful these stories are. You're going to hear a very powerful story right now from TJ. So happy, TJ, so happy you joined this cohort. You were a part of this. And it's so powerful to see the work you're doing and see how you connected it to your personal story. It's such an honor to be working with you. So with that, let's give some IJ welcome snaps. to TJ Jaimes, and here's his pitch.
How you doing, Impact Junkie? That's Django that's running off to go play, and my name is TJ with Duck and Cover Initiative. We just finished our nature walk, and I would like to take this time to share with you my big, hairy, audacious problem. My BHAP is wanting to positively affect the veteran suicide rate of 27.7 per day, unemployment rate of 9.1%, and substance abuse rate that is affecting 1.1 million veterans. The reason why I wish to do this is because I'm a veteran myself. At the same token, I also had a substance abuse issue. I lost my 15-year career as a U.S. Army Green Beret due to a DUI. Now with that, I bounced back and I've gotten with some other veterans. I've asked around and came with the conclusion that one of the biggest issues that veterans face is finding their next task and purpose in life once they leave service. With all those rates that I gave you, one thing I failed to mention is that no one's even tracking what it's like for Gold Star families. Gold Star families are families who lost a loved one overseas. Well, we're not even tracking what's going on as far as their substance abuse, unemployment, suicide, or mental health aspects. Huge thing that I think is getting overlooked. Now, that led to the creation of Duck and Cover Initiative. Duck and Cover Initiative is a 501c3 nonprofit whose mission is to provide mental health mentorship and networking for the special operations and Gold Star communities, with the hopes of opening it up within 5 years to all veterans, and then opening it up even further to veteran families. Reason being, or actually, how we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this through outdoor adventures. And with these outdoor adventures, we're gonna bring people together. We're gonna start breaking down some stigmas. Simple social stigmas like men don't cry. Big one that's got to get broken, okay? But campfire talks as well. Sitting around a campfire and actually getting to know someone, and then start pairing people up with mentors and making connections. What that does is it strengthens bonds and it gets people actually opening up. We can find people with the right mentors and link them together. We can actually start affecting lives in a positive manner. And with that, it leads to the ultimate goal of what Impact Junkie so nicely puts it as: loving people, going places, and changing lives. That vision fits perfectly with Duck and Cover Initiative and wanting to go out there and positively affect lives and give back to the community. Thank you for your time. My name is TJ with Duck and Cover Initiative.
All right, let's give some snaps and X's for TJ. Oh, I love how you tied in your personal story. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, let's jump right into it. The most important part of tonight is your feedback. Share your thoughts in the chat right now. What if? Give TJ some what ifs for right now from the pitch you just heard. Here they come. Keep them coming, here they come. Awesome. We're getting feedback right now for TJ sharing his big, hairy, audacious problem that he's working on. Amazing. 27.7 suicides a day in the active and retired military, Gold Star family, so much more. And it's so great to see all of these tied to the personal story, what you are meant to solve. It's one thing to be frustrated. It's another thing to take action. And I love seeing all these IJs raising their hands saying, I'm not just going to be frustrated, but I'm going to take action. And one of the things that's so important about taking action is it can be so hard to do it by yourself. And that's the beauty of Impact Junkies. You don't have to do it alone. We're all crazy. We're all crazy. Think we can actually change the world. And I want to give a special shout out to our mentors, our Impact Junkie mentors who helped this cohort, who made this possible, who spent hours late into the evenings working one-on-one and puzzling through the chapters of their life, the scenes of their life, the backstory, helping understand the passion, purpose, and calling, help develop MVPs and sprints. Big shout out to Migdalia. Migdalia, snaps for you, Migdalia. Awesome. Awesome IJ mentor who has just amazing expertise and has done so much to help. Thank you so much, Migdalia. A big shout out to Mason and Beth. I almost called them Meth or Basin. I guess they're kind of like becoming one of those things. Mason and Beth McDonald, who are also heading up the IJ military and who are just amazing. And huge shout out to you, Beth and Mason, for being mentors in this cohort. And last but not least, Zuri Obado. Awesome job. Awesome job. Yeah, flying X's to you, Zuri. Awesome. Thank you so much for all you do to help and the hours you put in to get us to this point. So we're going to move on. We're going over to Robyn Robb next. And Robyn, I think you're going live, right? We're going to do it? Okay. We'll ask you to unmute.
I'm live. I can't believe I'm the only person.
We'll start the timer.
Live. Okay. So I'm not sure how long, so I guess if it cuts off, then so be it. Thank you guys for having me. I just want to say that this is my first time being in something like this, so I really appreciate the opportunity. So to start, I'm going to start with a quote from one of my interviews, and the quote says, "They don't understand that I'm not very different from them. It's so frustrating that I can't communicate that to them." A second-generation Japanese-American immigrant explains about her childhood in America. The barriers for minorities in America cause very challenging realities for both immigrants and American-born citizens. Today, there are over 40 million foreign-born immigrants in the U.S., making the U.S. the largest immigrant population. But with immigration aside, about 40% of the U.S. population as a whole is made up of minorities. And the majority of the population is on trend to decline. That's just due to, increasing diversity in immigrants and then kind of a low non-Hispanic white immigrant population. But although diversity is on the trend to increase, disparities between people groups in the US persist. So there are so many examples of that. You can see it in like wealth or home ownership, unemployment, poverty rates, healthcare. You can also see it in kind of death rates due to the coronavirus. But even with all of that said, I think it kind of starts with that point that my interviewee said, they don't understand that I'm not very different from them. I feel like that statement kind of encompasses where those barriers kind of lie. And so with that, it's important to realize that, these barriers between people in the US are completely undeniable, and they create very challenging realities for millions of Americans and immigrants in the US. But for me, one connection can change the course of a life. And so with that, my goal, my big, hairy, audacious problem is to eradicate barriers between people in the US. By connecting individuals, I want to create a reality where people can relate to one another better. And one way to do that is to bring people together through things that they share, things that they love and care about. I studied international relations at American University in Washington, DC, and I am excited to use my skills and knowledge and excitement to make an impact. I am familiar with 4 languages, not fluent in all of them, but familiar with them enough to be excited. And I've lived and worked in Japan. I've lived in Germany. I've worked in city government. I've taught with international education institutions or organizations. And but ultimately for me, I think one thing that was most rewarding was seeing other people being able to have that opportunity to learn and grow and connect. So through my coursework with Impact Junkie, I designed a sort of service that allows individuals to learn about a culture and people from a background that they have never experienced or from a background different than their own. So my prototype was to use Zoom and allow participants to gather with a facilitator, a native instructor, to learn about a new culture. So through a 4-week course model, participants can learn about a new culture, country, background each week. You can learn about Turkey, Hawaii, Japan, Germany, you know, something that you've never experienced, but you maybe want to, or maybe never wanted to, but you would take that chance. And then at the end, maybe you will. So the course will be facilitated by me and guided by that native instructor. Each course will begin with a trivia or learning game, so kind of informational. And then the participants will receive instruction and prepare a traditional meal alongside the respective native instructor. If you would like to eradicate barriers and learn about something new, email me and get involved today.
Woo! Snaps and X's. I love it all day, Robyn. Awesome. Awesome job. Wow. I love how you took us through that story and what pandemic, right? You just went for it in Zoom. I love it. You could, you know, no flights, no problem. I love it. What an awesome way to tackle the problem in an innovative way and to connect it to your personal story. Okay, everybody. Before we give to, well, you can start typing if you want, Robyn, but I want to give TJ a chance to type. I know people were still responding to TJ's last video. So hold your comments, Robyn. We're going to have TJ respond really quick, and then I want to jump back into Robyn's comments. TJ, what did you think? What do you think about the feedback you got? What ideas how are you feeling about this whole process? Oh, let's unmute you.
Unmute.
There we go.
All right, can you hear me now? Okay. So going through the feedback, Robyn had mentioned, or wait, was it Danier? I'm sorry. So Danier had mentioned, what if these veterans became mentors themselves to troubled teens? And that's exactly the thing, is that it's supposed to be a give back type program, to where you do then become a mentor for somebody else. So you're 100% correct on that one, Danier, and that's the perfect scenario. Zuri, what if we could learn more about the stories of these veterans' lives through a social media platform that will always act as a way to increase awareness of the many issues that I'm tackling? With that would be phenomenal. The issue with that one is just getting people to open up in the first place. A lot of people are actually really caught up in stigmas about what people may think of them with PTSD and so forth. So breaking down the social stigmas is one of the major things that we look at within Duck and Cover Initiative in order to free that, so that way it can get addressed. And then we can have that. That would be a dream, to where people could actually talk openly and feel welcomed. Going down to Tom, thank you as far as with the amazing story, but it's all true. With that, you said, in my vision caught on and changed lives in ways that I didn't even think was imaginable. That honestly would be a dream come true. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to working with many of you as far as what I'm seeing here as Caitlyn, and then also with I forget your name who just pitched, pardon me, but definitely looking to get involved with that as well as far as helping you, because I want to see that grow big time. Thank you.
Awesome. Woo, snaps. I love it. I love you're taking action. You're taking on a big, hairy problem. And I love how you're just going for it and you're living it every day. So thank you, TJ, for what you do and what you're continuing to do. Love it. Awesome. Great conversations happening. I love it. Okay, so let's go back to Robyn. Robyn, amazing. People are putting in some feedback already. So let's give everyone just another 30 seconds here for Robyn to reflect on what Robyn just pitched, what she shared, and give you just another 30 seconds or so here to submit some quick feedback. What if, answer the question, what if you tried this? What if you did that? All right, so give it just a second here. Put them in the chat. I love these comments coming in. This is great. This is great. Awesome. All right, Robyn, we're going to give you 30 seconds to respond to some of the feedback you're seeing here and anything else you want to share about the experience.
Let's see. Ooh, sorry. Okay. Am I unmuted? Great. I love some of these ideas. I love the idea on university campuses is great. Like the idea would be, you know, like not just to have one course, like, you know, with one small group, but to be able to kind of have it in different places, right? I mean, and the more people you can have, the more people you can reach and like impact and, you know, potentially just change like their outlook and create more of those connections. So that's amazing. What was that? Clarissa and Caitlyn, if we connected with the Belize Tourism Board. Sounds exciting. Also terrifying, but also exciting. Personal virtual native tour guide to the city, to the food. That would be great. I would just hope that, you know, we can create something interactive about that for the participants doing like tours. That would be the only thing, but I'm sure it's perfectly possible just with creativity and just one creative idea.
Awesome.
Yeah.
This is great. All right, keep the feedback coming in. This is fun. I think you're onto something here, Robyn. I love how it was birthed out of a personal experience that you shared, and now you're taking other people on this ride too, and finding a common need. So awesome. And I love how you experimented. I mean, throughout this course. Maybe you can. I know you mentioned it, but what was it like to kind of step out and just like do it?
You know, every step of this course has been stepping out. Even this one, I'm sweating right now. I'm like, I'm hot.
That's right where you need to be. You know it.
Every part has been terrifying, and it has been like very challenging. And I think at each point, every time I was just like, oh, I should just quit like right now. but I'm not one to like give up easily. So I was just like, well, I'm just gonna give it my best. And like, if I like it, then at least I'll present it and like, hopefully it'll be something decent. And thank God, you know, and like, and a lot of prayer, like I pray about everything, and things turned out like even the prototype, it turned out much better than I expected. And like some things I could change or make better, or you know, if it were to build or grow, like how can you modify it and create, like make it different for different people who might be more interested. So yeah, it's
Awesome.
just been great.
And it was great. I love how instead of just waiting for the perfect thing or the perfect way to, oh, you know, there's so many excuses. We all can come up with excuses. Somebody else should do it. It'll add, but I love how you just, even though maybe it wasn't perfect, you did it. You took action. You did the pilot. You had other people in the class experience it with you. You got other stranger people to participate, and you just did it. And now look at how much farther down the road you are. So awesome job. Congrats.
You guys.
Awesome. Snaps for Robyn. Whoop. All right. Awesome. So we're going to have to move along real fast. Next up, yes, our very own Zuri. You're up. Zuri Obado. And there's a beautiful story behind this that we're going to show as well. We're going to show Zuri's pitch, and then we're going to open it up. So pay close attention to what you see here. And we're going to need your feedback right after this.
Though childhood can be somewhat of a fog of memories for me, being teased about my complexion by peers in school and church is something that I vividly remember. Growing up, my mom made it a point to speak positive affirmations into my life, but it wouldn't be until my early 20s where I could honestly say I loved the skin I was in. Besides helping me develop thick skin, these early experiences helped me develop a boldness to stand up for others who are not being treated fairly or kindly. My advocacy strategies have certainly evolved from elementary school, shifting from a more physical enforcer type, where I would be ready to fight on the playground or school hallway to defend myself or others, to a more strategic conflict resolution centered practice. I went from being a child who needed additional academic and behavioral supports to a high school student who was in honors classes and a peer leader. Eventually, I worked my way to Dean's List in college, where advocacy and leadership have since played a huge role in my academic and career interests. As a child of immigrants and having humble beginnings, I have always cared deeply about supporting and advocating for disenfranchised communities. As a first-generation student myself, I found it a privilege to work with hundreds of undergraduate and graduate students who are also from marginalized communities. Having friends who have like backgrounds and working with students and alumni from these programs, what I have seen is how paralyzing the feeling of uncertainty is for many recently graduated students as they try to figure out their futures. After graduating college, trying to learn how to adult, find a way to make an income, and really learn who you are outside of the safety net of college can seem like an overwhelming task. Often, this means we have to make necessary sacrifices to meet our immediate needs and can often end up feeling stuck. I love to see people thriving in the way that they have envisioned for themselves, and I want to be part of their journey of getting out of stuck as they develop professionally. Also, because I am an advocate for education, I also know I want to keep addressing access and equity issues within education. Though the details of my plan are still under construction, I do believe my journey has prepared me to be an advocate and a leader in educational spaces. I'm excited to see how I can partner with undergraduate and professional programs who are looking to develop and implement innovative solutions that will address educational inequities by recruiting, retaining, and nurturing diversified talent.
Wow. Way to go, Zuri. Amazing. You just opened right up, showed us your heart. Amazing. That is beautiful. And I don't know if you noticed the little footnote at the end. but I'll let Zuri talk about that after. All right, we've got 30 seconds, maybe 45, maybe 60 seconds to give some feedback real quick to Zuri on her video, on her pitch. What if? Let's share some feedback for Zuri, maybe some connections. Great comments coming in the chat. I love this community. Awesome. All right, Zuri, we're going to pass it over to you to share your thoughts on some of this feedback and the overall experience.
Yes, for sure. I mean, a lot of this has definitely taken place over years, and much of it didn't come to a actual congealed or formed BHAP until joining IJ. I was just kind of doing my job as a first generation advisor at a previous institution and currently in my position now where I support students still. And I think I've just had the urge to go further with initiatives and really trying to figure out how I can be part of the conversation and building programs that can fix the leaky pipelines of diversity programs, but also use education as a restorative justice tactic, especially in the political and social climate that we've specifically seen in 2020. So I guess my overall goal is a lot of what people have mentioned, whether it's through courses at universities or collabing with students and alumni with similar stories and building mentorship programs. So the idea is to use all of those ideas in different contexts, depending on the need for whatever group individual. So again, the plan is fuzzy, but I actually have in the next month, I'll be doing a think tank with the National Association of Health Profession Advisors and discussing diversity, inclusion, and equity issues within our association and the programs we support. So it's starting.
I love it. And I love how you spent more time, instead of jumping to solutions that may be putting Band-Aids or not helping or actually contributing to the problem, you spent more time digging deep into the problem to better understand the problem and your own journey and experience to better be the solution. So awesome job, Zuri. And I know you're taking action. It's great to see. It's great to see this unfold, as you said, over years. And then all of a sudden.
And then all of a sudden, right.
Awesome. I love it. Okay. So thank you, everybody. Snaps and X's one more time for Zuri.
Thank you. Thank you, Caitlyn. You did amazing.
Yeah. Tell them about that, Zuri. What happened?
Yeah. So when I saw her first pitch, And her video for her for the first week of the class, I was like, oh man, I really hate doing videos. Oh man, I really like that animation. So I literally sent her a message and was like, this might be random, but do you want to do my video? And she was, so she's been amazing. I sent her my story, pictures, and I just wanted her to use her creative outlet because that's definitely not my forte in terms of that. So I'm very happy to have had her to work with her over the past couple of weeks in creating that.
And Caitlyn, is this your first paid gig as an animator? I'm just curious. Was that your first?
I think it is. Yeah. Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Zuri, for like asking me to make it. It was so much fun. And it was great. Well, I mean great as in like, it was great to get to work on it, like to tell your story, which is really cool, by the way.
Thank you.
And I got to like think about how like visually would be best to tell it. It was just really interesting for me. So thank you so much for asking me. I really appreciate it.
So cool. Love it. Love it. Look at these BHAPs overlapping. I love it. Real time. That is cool. We're going to be telling that story for many, many years. Awesome. Way to go, Caitlyn. Way to go, Zuri. So cool. All right, we're going to move on. And our next pitch is from Dr. Danier. Yes. And this is going to be a little different. I'm going to try to play this through the keynote. So let me know if I missed something, but we're going to, here we go. Everybody lean close to your computer, turn up the volume, and here we go.
Hello, my name is Danier Moore, and I'm just thankful for the opportunity to pitch my big idea at Impact Junkie today. I am a student minister in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I've had the job for about 3 months. And really my big problem was how to start or how to reorganize a young adult group at my local church. And using the Impact Junkie methodology of loving people, going places and changing lives, I was able to relaunch our young adult group. A little bit about me. I've been a student for 20 years, and so working with young adults and students has always been my passion. I've trained in 2 countries and probably about 10 states, and so I'm well aware of the fact that you need a strong group, young adult group that gives you fellowship and community and just a sense of a strong relationship with God. So I know how important that is. Young adults. And so I went to our young adult group to kind of find out what they really wanted. And I came back and found out that in this global pandemic, everybody is sort of hungry for connection, and they wanted a way to serve. And they really wanted to make an impact in their lives and in the lives of others. They really wanted to do something that matters. And so we were able to sort of organize into 3 arms of what we wanted our young adult group to look like. And sort of the first arm of our reorganization was how to get connected to each other. And so we're going to do monthly Bible studies and a fellowship activity at the church. And then at the local level, they wanted to do something to serve and to reach out to their community. So we're teaming up with public schools in our area to help with holiday events for 2020. And then they also wanted to do a global connection and have a global impact. And so some of the ways that we're doing that is reaching out to other young adults in different countries to share how they're impacting their community, and also finding out if we can help with their challenges and some of the projects that they have going. And so far, using, again, the Impact Junkie methodology, we were a successful Bible study and fellowship activity for the month of October. We had about 50 young adults come out. It was a big success. We got a lot of great ideas from that. And we even had one young lady who sort of wanted to start her own sort of big idea, and that was how to reach orphans and children in foster care in our community. So she has a real passion, and we're going to use the Impact Junkie model to kind of get that started. So I just wanted to say really big thanks to the Impact Junkie community for all of their help in getting this project started. And then I also wanted to ask if anyone has any experience with leading a young adult ministry, or if they have any ideas of how to sort of inspire young adults to kind of live their big dreams and their ideas. Like, I'd love to hear what has worked for you. Again, I'm Danier Moore, and thank you so much for the opportunity.
All right, X's and snaps all around. Way to go, Danier. Awesome, Danier. I did it. I'm getting better at it. I promise. I just can't look at it. It's so awesome to see this framework used in so many different ways. I mean, we're going from special forces, military, to young adult groups. It's amazing. And so I love how you applied this. I love how you tested it and took action and kind of pushed yourself out of your comfort zone. I remember it's amazing to see the transformation from the first session to now, how awesome this is. So let's share some feedback. We've got 45, 60 seconds. Post as quick as you can. Some feedback for Danier. Awesome. We got some international collaboration happening already. Oh, great ideas. I love these ideas coming in. All right, awesome. Okay, let's hear it, Danier. Give us some thoughts, some feedback on from what the comments you're seeing, and also on the overall experience.
So thanks again for the opportunity to be in the class. So I needed something that would that I would be able to apply like really fast in my church. Like, I just showed up at the current church that I'm in like a year ago, so I didn't know a lot of people, but they asked me to be the young adult leader, the hyphen leader, and so I needed a way to connect to the young people because I did not know them. I didn't sort of grow up with them or had any interaction with them before the time that I started, and so this was a great way to get to know everyone and then get to sort of organize everyone around a common goal. And so I really love the Impact Junkie model because it takes you step by step in an organized way how to start something and how to start it off really well. So, you know, just getting to know them by loving people, that exercise, I think it really like builds trust within the group. between the young adults and me. And so I got instant sort of buy-in to projects and ideas. And so it was a really great process.
Awesome. Love it. And I love these comments. You got some international connections already coming in here. You got Honduras, Belize. You got some other side of the United States offering to support and help and connect. So awesome. This is great. Way to step out and way to take action. I love it. Awesome. All right, round of snaps one more time. Dania, awesome. Awesome. All right, next up. Are we ready? Next up, Javier, we're going back to Belize. We're going back to Belize, and Javier, look forward to, we're going to Belize City, and Javier is going to share his pitch, which I love to see this story unfold and how much work you put into this, Javier. So here we go. Listen close, lean in. Here we go.
My name is Javier Tun. I am 33 years old and I am an entrepreneur. Every community has their difficulties. I believe my biggest hero problem is Belizeans not having employment, which results to a life of poverty and crime. I live in Belize and I have worked over 10 years in the insurance industry. I resigned, I went to a specialty school for automotive repairs and opened a company that provides Wi-Fi in cars and modern automotive inspection and repairs. The COVID pandemic brought many economic hardship for both business and individuals in Belize and all over the world. I started to walk the streets of Belize with a good friend of mine by the name of Anthony Marlowe. He is on a mission to change and improve the living conditions of Belizeans. Earlier this year, I signed up to be an impact junkie. Our main mission is to love people, go places, and change lives. The Impact Junkie course changed the way I viewed my community. We had to read 2 books, Toxic Charity and Chasing the Lion. Toxic Charity discussed the harm when you give handouts to individuals instead of helping them to help themselves. A perfect solution to this problem is education and creating employment. However, we need a more rapid response. My solution to this problem is creating an app called easysales.bz that individuals can download for free. They can take a photo of an item they want to sell and post it on the easysales.bz platform. Members can view items using a computer, a tablet, or a smartphone. They can make bids or offers. At the end of the action, the highest bidder wins, and the idea is to hustle or generate money. The platform is an online auction house designed for buyers and sellers to meet without the physical interaction. Earlier this year, I saw a young boy on the news who bought a bike in a police auction for $5, and he planned to repair and sell it. I like his drive, and he is chasing his lion and will always be remembered for it. My vision for Belize is to create an economic environment where any individuals can start to make money instead of resorting to a life of poverty and crime. To learn more information about easysales.bz, you can send me an email at info@easysales.bz, or if you are ready to start selling or making money, you can download the app for free on the Google and Apple Store. Try it, it's easy.
Where did the volume go?
I love it, Javier. Amazing, amazing. Snaps and X's all around. I love it. Wow, what a change from we've heard you pitch before, but this was powerful, very powerful. Really brought your story into it. I love the passion for your community. Wow, it's a whole new dimension. Okay, so let's give 60 seconds really quick. Everyone share feedback in the chat for Javier while it's fresh. Give us 60 seconds of feedback for Javier. I see we got some Honduras, Belize connections happening. Awesome. Awesome. Love the feedback. Love the feedback coming in. You all are awesome. You all make this whole thing work. All right, Javier, let's hear some of your thoughts and feedback on some of these comments and your feedback on the overall experience. Oh, Javier? Javier's going places right now.
Hey guys.
Oh, there he is. Oh, hey, Javier.
Thanks.
Share some thoughts on the
Hey
feedback
guys.
and the experience.
Thanks for the comments as well. I like some of the ideas you guys gave me, especially the ones that says we should do a delivery service. Sounds good. We have intentions of doing that, but again, that's another additional expense that we need to look at. But thanks for the idea, though. Caitlyn idea. Caitlyn comment. I appreciate that. Belize definitely does need something like this. I agree. I like Tom Goba's comment. The commitment to your community is evident. What if others join you on the mission? The change would be amazing. It would be. And we need some support as well to do that. Thanks.
Awesome. Way to go, Javier. Awesome. It's so great to see you continue to work on this project and go deeper and deeper and deeper into solving the problem and then better understanding the people in your community. I know you first came, you said, I just have this app. And now look, it's such a richer, deeper purpose behind why you're doing what you're doing and better understanding who it is that you serve. Awesome job. Wow. Okay. I think what a night. What a night. 7 Impact Junkies, multiple countries, amazing diversity of pitches tonight, people working on big, hairy, audacious problems. You all are awesome and you took action. So give yourselves a big round of snaps and X's for stepping up to say, I want to do more with what I've been given. And in such a short amount of time to make this much progress is amazing. Congratulations to you all. And we're just warming up. Keep it going. I know we've got many who've gone through the cycle multiple times, and we look forward to seeing these stories continue to unfold. And in future Pitch Your Heart Out sessions, you're going to be telling us about how much things have changed, how much things have grown, how you've learned more about the problems and those that you're meant to serve. I can't wait to see this journey, and I can't wait to meet all the people who are just waiting for you to step up. And if you want to join in the next cohort, get your name on the list, go to impactjunkie.co/course. That's it, impactjunkie.co/course. That's it for tonight. Thanks everybody for joining. Pitch your heart out, share the post, spread the word, and we'll see you. We're going to keep loving people, going places and changing lives. We've got a movement. Thanks everybody.